So today, Mary, the mother of the church, is a missionary. I want to share today's gospel I selected because Mary was in haste to visit her cousin Elizabeth as a missionary. Sometimes, we take it granted that, when my bucket list is low profile, then I want to go visit my mama or my daddy or maybe my grandma and grandpa, then I am happy camper. When my bucket is full, I don't have time to take rest. Oh my gosh. But we have to give respect and time and love towards our parents. The fourth commandment, honor your father and mother. So in order to open our clouds and eyes and the dark moments in our life, where I am, being the Mary mother of Jesus, how come she gets to go? And she wanted to see her cousin and who was in a kind of doubt of faith. In her old age and through Angel Gabriel got the good news, your wife will have a son and you name him. Nothing was, Zechariah was struggling in the sanctuary. So, to that person and to that state of doubt, she wanted to unveil the God's power. Why? Already she was going ahead of her. That's why I told on the other day, on the Monday, on the Immaculate Conception, she is not far above us. She is before us in the salvation history, in receiving the good news and spreading the good news and be there for the salvation history. She is before us, in front of the line. We call the front line, right? The first responders we call. So who is the first responder? Mary, the mother of the church. And she is the first missionary. And she is the first disciple. And she is the first one go to anybody's house. Make it calm down. John Paul II, therefore he said, through Mary to Christ, let us walk, all of us together, as pilgrims to her son. So in order to, have more confidence in our prayers, and Mary was in haste to visit her cousin, had been, in doubt of faith. She traveled by aeroplane, right? She traveled by bullock cart, right? She traveled by horses, right? She traveled by tiger, like Indian goddesses, like that. No! She traveled on her foot. From Jerusalem, Nazareth, Bethlehem area, she was eating nothing. She was eating dates, figs, tilapia fish. She was healthy and very, very pretty and all beautiful. She walked from that area to Judah through valleys and all the snakes and scorpions and all the nonsense of those times of, hurricanes maybe. 90 miles she walked. So today as we see, whatever the pilgrimage, whatever the shrine that you want to visit, in month of May when I went to the Mackinac Island, I requested Ray and Patty, Geiger, I want to see the cross in the woods. But better the word I give, it is not the cross, the crucifix in the woods. Jesus' body is there. If there is no body, we call the cross. This is a crucifix. The crucifix means the passion narration reminds you. Jesus' passion, suffering, and death, and he died for us. He reminds you every time that you look at the crucifix. The cross means, I carry the cross. I don't want any suffering. No way. Jesus is not that. He wants to help you when you carry his crucifix in offering your cross in that crucifix. So therefore, Mary, she was carrying the womb with Jesus' presence. Yes, dear friends. Today the church is honoring the mother of our Redeemer and heavenly princess. She's the heavenly princess. How come? When we read King Solomon, 1 Kings chapter 3, when King Solomon's mama, she wanted to see her son while he was doing the judgment. Bathsheba. And by seeing her walking towards, he stood up and he honored her. So do you think that Mother Mary is least than anybody? No. She is the prince of, the heaven and earth, her son. And she becomes the princess. Yes, dear friends. And Jesus is the king of the universe and the heaven and earth, and she becomes the queen. So therefore, today, as we celebrate the feast of Our Lady Guadalupe in Mexico City in 1531 to Juan Diego, she appeared. See how the tilma? Beautiful tilma. Never tainted. Even today it is there in Mexico City, 1531 AD, before our independence formed. When was our independence? 17th century, right? Next year we are celebrating 250 years. See? What a beautiful country we have. So therefore, before our independence formed and announced, so this Mary was given to us as a patroness of our country. Guadalupe. Everybody thinks that, she's a Mexican woman. She appeared in Mexico because she wanted to open their eyes and have a respect for the life. Respect for the new babies. Then she was given to us as a patroness because our country was suffering that time, and in the early 70s, more abortions in our country. John Paul II brought it as a patroness. Yes, dear friends. Every pope and every bishop, every priest has some devotion towards Mary because she is the sweet mother of priests. She inspires. She stands and she walks. And she's there for everybody who calls because John 19th chapter, she was given to John the Beloved and to the Beloved, and Mary the Mother was handed over. So since then she has been in the living Catholic Church, and she is the inspiration. Whenever I fall out of my priesthood, and having a bad thoughts and bad actions, and I'm struggling, I have to carry the rosary. As Pius the pious, the Saint Pedro Pio, what he said, in these times we need a weapon, that is the rosary. So therefore, dear friends, whenever we have any kind of, the battle, receive the blessings and guidance and the powerful intercession of Mary, the Mother of the Church. So therefore, dear friends, today as we see the Our Lady Guadalupe, simple, dressed up like Mexican woman with a black face, which means whenever we are angry, our face is reddish. Whenever you are sad, pale. I'm not happy today. My stomach bug is, killing me. Then why her face was black? Because she was so upset. Maybe she was worried. She's praying for the, innocent kids who are being killed. That's why whenever we see any protesting, situations, we wear black. Like, the lawyers they have, right? So therefore, dear friends, today, let us invite Mama Mary, as John Paul II is telling, let us set out with our, renewed enthusiasm, united with Christ under the motherly gaze of Virgin Mary, Our Lady Guadalupe, the sweet mother of priests and religious. Amen. She will intercede for us. She stands and she will help you praying for, the abortions, to have pregnancy and the respect of life. And she is there for us. Amen. Please stand.